So we're going to start with a balancing breath, Nadi Shodhana. And it's used to balance the left and the right side of the brains. And the nadis are channels that go up and down the length of your spine. So this alternate nostril breathing helps to clear, especially any energy side that might be dominant. You're gonna bring your hand up, so right hand, and then take pointer finger and middle finger and drop them down into the palm. You'll use your thumb and your ring finger, so I'll actually mirror you. And you'll bring it up to your face. Take an inhale through your nose. And exhale. Then using your thumb, gently close the right nostril. Inhale through the left. When you feel full, gently close both nostrils. Hold. And release your thumb. Exhale through the right nostril. Keeping a straight and erect spine, you can think again of those nadi channels running up and down your spine. Inhale through the right. Slow, steady breath in. Gently close both nostrils on full. Hold the air in. The ring finger and exhale through the left. Inhale through the left nostril, keeping the ring finger lifted. Sitting up tall and erect, close both nostrils gently, holding the air in. Gently lift the thumb and slow, steady exhale out through the right. Pause just for one moment on empty before you again inhale through the right, so thumb stays lifted. Gently close both nostrils on full. Release the ring finger and exhale. The bottom of your exhale, move both hands, or your hand rather, away from your face. And now inhale, breathe through both nostrils evenly. Feel your lungs fill. Imagine that energy shooting up equally on both sides of the spine. Pull your hands against your knees, sit up tall. And exhale out both nostrils. Keep the erectness in your spine, but feel the deflating and the pulling in as the breath leaves your chest. And inhale through your nose. Filling up, letting your spine lift and rise up, chest lift. And exhale through your nose. Slowly blink your eyes to open if they were closed, and gently roll forward into all fours. So you won't need your blocks necessarily, but if you like them for Ardha Hanumanasana half splits, then you can place one on either side at the front of your mat. Hands under shoulders. Tabletop, and then move gently into a cat-cow. Inhale, lifting your gaze. And then exhale, rippling the spine, bringing the thoracic upper back vertebrae up towards the ceiling, curling in. Inhale, starting at the head and then rippling down, flipping the tailbone up. Inhale. Press into the mat. Exhale. Gaze down at your knees. Michelle, this actually reminds me of what we talked about last week. So if you need to take a modification and you don't need spinal flexion, which is this posture right here. So flexion in the spine is when your upper back is pressing up towards, and there's a rounding in your chest, and it's like the inside spikes of your vertebrae are coming together. Then just come to all fours and keep a straight spine. So we're working on lengthening and then just spinal extension. So this is extension and this is flexion. So working through your undulation of the spine. And then everybody meet in a neutral spine, reaching the crown of the head forward, tailbone back. Tuck your toes. Lift your knees up just to hover. Little challenge here. Draw your navel up and in. Press your finger pads down. And then start to reach your hips back over your heels. Straighten your legs. 90-ish% downward facing dog. Roll forward, inhale into plank. Lengthening the whole spine. Rocking your heels over your toes, shoulders a little bit over your hands. And then exhale, knees down to hover. Inhale, push back, heels over, or hips over your heels. And exhale, downward facing dog. Move through this rotation 3 more times. Your breath. Inhale, plank. Exhale, knees hover. Inhale, hips back. And exhale, down dog. Syncing up the cycle with your breath. And then on the last time through, we'll hold in downward facing dog. Gripping your finger pads down into the mat, spread. Walk your feet hip width distance apart if they were a little bit tighter or a little bit too wide. Drop your heels down towards the mat. Lengthen your hips high. And exhale. And inhale, slowly lift your left leg straight up. And then exhale, you'll bend side of ribs, rock forward into your plank again, this time setting your left foot down. Grab your blocks on either side, plant your hands on those blocks. Move your gaze forward. And then slowly lower your right knee down, press the top of your right foot down. So we're gonna stay in Anjaneyasana, low lunge, but keeping the blocks under our hands. So you can move them to a higher height if you want more chest opening here. And allow your left or your right hip flexor to open, left knee to bend a little bit more acutely. So it draws more over your toes and it can come more forward. Depending on the height of your blocks, you might be able to pull your shoulder heads a little bit farther back and reach your chest more forward. Finding your Ujjayi breath. Take a breath in and out through your nose. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Now starting to move the weight of your hands off the blocks. You'll find that you rock back slightly, pressing more into that front foot, and then inhale, stretch your arms up overhead. See if you can ease a little bit more forward again into your lunge. Got pinkies forward, thumbs back. Energize through your arms straight up. Inhale. And then exhale, reach the right hand forward and left arm back into a vertical twist. Not, over rotating by placing the elbow down, but instead just finding where your body naturally will go. Drop the left arm, inhale, come back up, both hands up. And exhale again, vertical twist. Right arm forward, left back. Gaze is over to the left side of your mat. Drop the left hand, inhale up. Exhale, vertical twist. And this time we're gonna hold for 3 breaths. I want you to think about expansion and contraction. As you inhale, expanding through your fingers. And then exhale, keep those arms lifted, but pull your shoulder blades together on your back. Feel that energy contracting back in. Inhale, expanding, maybe pressing down more through your feet and your shin. And exhale, relax your shoulders. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Drop the left arm, inhale, reach both arms up. And then exhale, plant both hands down onto your blocks and slowly start to straighten your left leg. We're gonna move into Ardha Hanumanasana or half splits. Pull the left toes back and you can rock the blocks down, placing hands on the blocks or move them out of the way, placing them on the mat. And so in that long lunge hold, you might have noticed that by thinking about expansion and then contraction and making these slight micro adjustments in our muscles, but then also in the way we feel the breath and the energy sinking up, it makes the pose in these longer holds a little bit more sustainable and sustained. So you can hold them for longer without fatigue. Here in our Ardha Hanumanasana, making sure that you're hinging at the hips. Maybe start to bend the elbows a little bit. Trying to keep your spine nice and straight and long. Thinking about pulling the left hip back. And inhale. And exhale. Start to pull that left heel in, plant your left foot down. Move the blocks out of the way, plant your hands down, tuck your toes, and step back into plank. Inhale here in your plank. And then exhale, lower knees down. Then lower chest and chin down. Inhale, slide forward onto your belly, press the tops of your feet down, rise up. Bhujangasana, cobra pose. And then exhale, lower down and take both hands at the front of your mat, stack them, and let your forehead rest down on your stacked palms. Let your heels drop out to the side. Breath in. And as you exhale, feel your muscles release and your body relax into the mat. Again, inhale. And exhale. Then hands draw back under your shoulders. Tuck your toes. Keep your knees grounded. Press your chest up and back over your heels. Breathe child's pose. And then coming back up into downward facing dog. Inhale. Lift your right leg high. Exhale, bend your knee, draw your thigh to your ribs, come back forward into your plank, and set your right foot down on the mat. Slowly lower your left, bring your blocks in, and your hands onto the blocks and press In this supported lunge pose, reach your chest forward and gaze is along the horizon, so parallel with the ground. Start to draw the right knee a little bit more forward, opening up into the left hip flexor, drawing your shoulders back. And sink back into the cadence, the rhythm of your breath. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Maybe pulling shoulder blades together so you can open your chest forward. Exhale, letting the left hip get a little bit heavier towards the floor. Continuing to push down gently through the front foot, but feeling the support of the weight of your body with your hands. And then as you start to ease the weight off of your hands, press more into that front foot and sweep both arms up. Inhale. Exhale. Come back forward into your lunge. Keep a strong core. Support your low back here. One more breath. Finding some stillness in this pose. And then inhale, reach. Exhale, gentle vertical twist, left arm forward, right arm back. Trying to get your arms even. Sweep the right arm back down, inhale. Exhale, vertical twist. Right arm comes back down, inhale. Exhale, vertical twist, and then hold. Inhale, expand through fingertips. And then exhale, feel that pulling back in. You also might notice and you feel a little scissoring action in your legs as you pull the right femur head back, left forward. Inhale, reach out, open your chest. Exhale, pull back in. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Drop the right arm down. Inhale, reach up. And then exhale, plant both hands on your mat. Start to straighten and lengthen your right leg. Curling your toes up, grounding your heel down. Planting both hands on the blocks. And then pulling your right head, femur head back. Making sure you're not locking out in that knee. And then bending just at the chest, or at the hips rather, to get your chest a little bit closer to that shin. Gazing directly down so that even the top of your spine can be long. Time inhale and exhale. And pulling the heel back, come back forward, plant your right hand, move the blocks out to the side, and step back into plank. Take a breath here in plank. Exhale, lower knees down, lower chest and chin down. Inhale, pull forward, hips heavy, cobra pose, Bhujangasana. And then exhale, down. Take the opposite hand on front and set your forehead down, crocodile pose. Breathe in and out. As you exhale, feel your hips drop down into the mat. Inhale, fill your belly, fill your lungs. And exhale, feel that heaviness, let your body melt back down. Inhale. Pull your heels up so they don't rock out anymore. Draw your legs together. Keep that breath in. Lift head, neck, and chest up and pull your elbow tips into your side. Hands are hovering over the mat. Exhale out. Hold this lift. Inhale now. Reach your arms forward. Exhale, pull back. Palms hovering over the mat, elbow tips into your side. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, pull back. Hold, extend your arms long now alongside your hips. Maybe interlace hands at low back. Inhale, open your chest. Maybe your gaze starts to lift a little bit more in front of your mat. Lift one, maybe the second leg up. Exhale, hold the lift. Inhale, find expansion again from the crown of your head and out through your toes, as though your body could get a little bit longer. Exhale, feel that energy come back in, pulling in. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, slight contraction. Last time, inhale. Exhale, release your hands, plant them underneath your shoulders, tuck your toes. Inhale, press up, plank. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Planting your hands down, lifting your hips high. Take a deep breath in. And let that energy draw up both of those nadi channels. So up your spine to the hips. And then exhale down both legs, as though those nadi channels broke into the left and the right back leg. Inhale, feel the energy from the crown of the head. Draw up. This is an inversion, so now up is to the hips. And exhale, streaming down the back of your legs. Inhale, this time lifting your left leg high. Exhale, thigh to ribs, come forward into your plank and set your left foot down. Inhale, come up, high lunge this time, so right knee stays lifted. Lift both fingertips up. And then exhale, take a vertical twist to the left side. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale again, vertical twist to the left. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, vertical twist to the left. So you're feeling maybe a little bit more mobility for that twist in your spine. Inhale up. This time straighten both legs, twist over to the right for Prasarita, wide leg, or like star pose rather, I guess, to start. And then we'll move into Prasarita, wide leg forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. And exhale, fold. Again, inhale, lift halfway. Walk your hands to the back of the mat. Take a lunge pose. Now right leg is forward and step back plank. Inhale. Exhale, knees, chest, chin down. Inhale, pull forward, cobra pose. Exhale, down. Tuck toes, press back, hips over heels, and then into downward dog. Inhale, energy up both nadi channels. Exhale, down the left and the right leg. Inhale, up to both points of your hips. Exhale, down. Last time, inhale up. And exhale down. Inhale, sweep your right leg high. Exhale, bend thigh to ribs, rock forward into plank. Plant that right foot down, keep the left knee lifted. Inhale, sweep both arms up, high lunge. And exhale, hold. Find the left hip coming forward, right hip back. You have that nice, gentle, long hip opener to start in the low lunge. So it should feel a little bit more accessible here. And then we'll move into our vertical twists. Inhale. And exhale, open. So right hand back, left hand forward. Sweep the right arm down. Inhale, up, both hands. And then exhale, vertical twist. The bottom of your exhale, hold it. Let the right arm come back to meet the left. Inhale, up. And exhale, over to the right. Inhale, right arm comes up, straighten both legs, star pose. And then exhale, forward fold, wide legs. Maybe rocking a little bit from side to side, bending one knee and then the other. And then coming to center, plant your hands on your shoulders. Inhale, lift halfway. And exhale, fold. And inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, walk hands to the front of your mat, bend your left knee. And then step back plank. Inhale. Exhale, lower knees, chest, chin down. Booty high up there in the air. And then inhale, sweep your chest forward and through. Cobra pose. And maybe your cobra is starting to grow a little bit as your spine warms up. And exhale down. Bend your, flex your feet rather. Knees stay grounded. Press your hips back over your heels. And then downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale. Adding on to our flow. Inhale. Lift your left leg high. Exhale. Step your left foot forward. Inhale. Rise up. High lunge. And exhale, vertical twist to the left. Sweep both arms up. Inhale, straighten both legs. Pivot over to the right side of the mat. And then exhale, fold Prasarita. Inhale, lift halfway. And then exhale, fold. We're going to take a gentle opening here. So you're going to walk your left hand over to your right ankle and lift your right arm up. Start to stretch your right arm overhead and then to the left ankle. And as you're reaching, this other hand's gonna kind of slip off and you're gonna grab hold of your left ankle with your right hand. Sweep the left hand through now, reach it up, overhead, and then over to the right side. So then my right arm slips off. I pull it through the opening, stretch up and over, and exhale, find the opposite ankle. And then start to move with your breath. Inhale, pulling the arm through, extending it overhead. And then exhale down. Like you're swimming, inhale, exhale. Ending with the right hand on the left leg. Pull the left arm out. Bring it to the mat. Release both hands. Walk them to the back of the mat and then bring them to the inside of the right foot. All right, so from here, both hands are to the inside of that foot. Right knee is bent. You're gonna walk your hands over to the left side. So your legs stay in your lunge position and your arms are almost like in a downward facing dog, but off to the side of the mat. Drop your head down, pull your hips away from your hands. Feel a nice stretch along your spine. Breath in. And then exhale, walk both hands back, and this time framing the right foot. Set back plank, take a deep breath in. Exhale, knees, chest, chin down. Inhale, pull through, cobra. Tuck your toes, exhale, press back, hips over heels, and then downward dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, step your right foot through. Rise up, high lunge. Inhale. And exhale, vertical twist to the side, right side. Right arm sweeps up. Open to the left side and reach both arms up. Start pose and then exhale, fold. This time a little bit different. We're gonna pull our heels in, toes out. Bend so that your knees traction out over your toes and walk your hands in. So we're in horse pose or goddess stance. Bring both hands, elbows rather, in towards the side. Connect pointer finger and thumb. Inhale. And exhale, sink your hips down. Inhale, expand in your chest. Exhale, pull that energy in. Feel the very bottom of your pelvic floor. Switch thumb and point or middle finger connection. Mudra. Inhale. Feel fingertips reaching out slightly. Press your feet down. Exhale, pull in. Again, inhale. Feel that expansion. Exhale. Feel the contraction. Move thumb to ring finger. Breathe in. Exhale, pull elbow tips in, sit your hips down. Again, deep breath into your nose. And exhale. You knew it was coming. Thumb to pinky finger. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Expand. Exhale, contract. Harness your energy. Inhale. Feel your body getting bigger, getting wider, expanding into the space around it. And exhale, pull it back in. All right, release your hands. Inhale, straighten your legs, reach your arms up. Whew. And exhale, fold and walk your hands to the front of the mat. Both hands to the inside of your left foot. Feel the right heel up. Get comfortable in the base, this lunge base, and then walk your hands over to the right side of your mat. Grip all fingertips down. Drop your gaze down, and then as though you had little gecko suction cups on each finger, don't let your hands move as you pull your hips back and away. Inhale. And exhale. Then walk your hands back in, this time to frame the left foot, step back. Inhale, plank, exhale, knees, chest, chin down. Inhale, upward into cobra pose. And then exhale, lower, tuck your toes, press back. child's pose, and then down dog. Take a deep breath in and out. One more time, inhale. And then exhale, bend your knees, look forward, and take a little hop to the front of your mat. Inhale, lift halfway. You can use your blocks if you'd like. And then exhale, fold any amount. Bend your knees, bring your thigh to your ribs. Inhale, sweep your arms up, Utkatasana, chair pose. Lengthening the low back just slightly so that you have a nice long low back, no compression in that spine. Sit your hips down. Inhale. And then exhale, sit down deeper. Inhale, gazes forward along the horizon. And then exhale, sit down deeper. Whew. One more time, inhale. Exhale, sit down all the way, gently, or maybe a little thump down to the ground. We're gonna move into Navasana, or boat pose, and then this is where you might want your blocks a little bit closer so they're within arm's reach. Lift, shins up, grab behind, knees, pull your chest through, grab shoulder blades together and down your back. Inhale and exhale. If you'd like to, you can reach arms out to the side or straighten the legs. All right, and then here again. Woo. This is a doozy to hold. Inhale, push more through your feet, reach through your fingers and through the crown of the head. And then exhale, feel the energy come back in right to this fulcrum point, the balancing point of your hips. Inhale, extend out, open your chest more. Exhale, feel it come back in. One more time, inhale, reach. And exhale, lower all the way down to the mat. Pull your left knee up into your chest. Give it a gentle squeeze. And then gently pull it over to the right side for a supine spinal twist. If you'd like to, you can put a block underneath that knee. You can extend the left arm out. Exhale. Inhale, come back into center. Extend your left leg long and pull your right knee into your chest. Give it a gentle squeeze. Then guide the right knee across to the left side. Extend your right arm out to the right. One more time, breath in and out. Slowly rock back into center. Pull both knees into your chest. Move your fingertips between your calf and your hamstring. It gets a gentle squeeze. And then you're gonna rock. And it might take one or a couple times until you can find that balance and pull yourself back up into Navasana, boat pose. Find your level of this pose, maybe legs straight, arms out to the side, maybe some other variation. Inhale. Exhale. So you're going to cross left leg over right. Bring your heels in, hands down onto the blocks. Push up and through, maybe back plank. And then rock back forward, set your glutes down. And so if you don't want to do that, you can just pull heels in and like push and rock up. So you're getting a little bit of arm strength and you're getting that core sucking in. And so using the bottom core to find just enough lift to get glutes up. So that is an option. I come back into Navasana, right leg, hands into blocks, press up, pull through, step back plank, and then back through. Whew. All right, left leg on top. Exhale. Woo. Maybe it's smooth, maybe it's a little choppy, whatever you're working on. Come back through, last time, legs up, right leg over, rock, press up, swing back, and then come down off of your box and press back, downward facing dog. Take a breath in and out. The crown of your head, drop down, inhale. Feel your energy pull up both naughty lines to both hip points. They break and exhale down the left and right leg. Inhale again, energizing left and right side. And feeling that energy drop down left and right leg. One more breath here. And out. Then looking forward on empty, bend your knees, step or hop to the front of the mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Again, you can use those blocks. And exhale, fold any amount. Bend your knees, inhale, sweep both arms up. Utkatasana chair pose. Sit your hips down, inhale. And then exhale, vertical twist to the left. So I usually do hip width distance apart. So you might find that it's a little bit difficult for this. Inhale, come back to center. If you'd like to, grab one of your blocks, place it between your knees so you have something to squeeze into. So what this does is it keeps your femurs still hip distance apart or relatively close to hip distance. So try that, come back down. Inhale, reach up. And then exhale, vertical twist to the right. So decide if you think that feels better or if you'd like to place your knees together in your Utkatasana chair pose. So just, feel it out. We're going to do another round each side. Now up, exhale, over to the left. Inhale up. And exhale, over to the right. Inhale, back to center. And then exhale, press your legs to straight. Bring your hands down to heart center. All right, standing here in center. Gently rest your thumbs on your sternum. Close your eyes. Again, take an inhale. Feel the energy right at the outline of your body. Feel it just get a little bit bigger, take up more space. And exhale, feel it condense, get potent. Come back into center. Inhale. And exhale. And gently open your eyes. Drop your hands down. We're going to move into an arm balance here with a twist. So I'm going to demonstrate it first. And so if from standing you have a good visual of the screen, you can stay there, or you can take a knee and get a little bit closer. So we're going to move into Utkatasana, chair pose. We've been working on twisting. We're going to take it a little bit deeper into a twist now, finally. And then from here, I'm going to have you plant your hands down. Now, there's two ways to get into this posture. One way is to plant your hands down, heels lifted, so fingertips and toes are all pointing in the same direction of your mat. I prefer this way because you have a deeper twist and a connection of tricep to thigh that is really critical. The other way that some people do it is they twist and your fingertips are more perpendicular to your feet. So my feet are running this way, but I find that it's a little bit harder to then rock forward and get this thigh onto the tricep, the opposite tricep. So you really have to reach. This way you're already kind of more tight, more compact. So that's what we're gonna do. And then from here, as you reach forward, if you promise not to put a lot of weight on it, you can have the goal of reaching your forehead to the block. And then maybe you lift one toe. Maybe you start to move the block a little bit farther so your weight gets a little bit more distributed and you can reach both toes. So this is called side crow. And then without the block, it looks like this. Feet stay together. There are variations where you can extend the feet out, which are called like Kundinayasana, but we're just gonna work on side crow tonight. All right, so shake it out. Stand up, shake it out. Shake everything, your hands, your feet. It's just gonna get, any of those stories that you tell yourself about arm balances and what you can and cannot do, just shake those out. Try it fresh, try it new tonight. All right, then come to standing. I think it is better to do this one legs together just because you are gonna squeeze those legs together like the top and the bottom bun or the top and the bottom of a sandwich to get that core strength to lift. So sit down, reach your arms up, inhale, exhale, sit down a little bit more, inhale, exhale, sit down a little bit more, hands come together to heart center, and twist first your core over to, I'll mirror you, the right side. Bring the elbow outside the knee. So now you got a little bit more traction. Thigh can come down onto the ribs. You can work that more. You can push into that thigh, work the elbow out, and then you need to lift your heels up in order to get hands down to the mat. Plant your hands. Now they might be a little bit forward of your toes, and that's okay. It's just, I think it's, like I said, a little bit better staying compact. So this is a deeper twist and you already have that thigh to tricep connection. You're going to want it high. So lift your heels up high. Set the goal of your block if that's something that you want to try to start, or if you want to try it without the block, go ahead. Now reach your head and chin at a diagonal. So kind of like when we did that lunge with the down dog arms, you want to be reaching away from your thighs. So you're distributing that weight. And then I think it's easier to lift the inside toe first, and then maybe the outside toe comes to meet it. The fulcrum point becomes your left hand. Your right elbow, some people bring it into the side body to support your weight to start, But by having it a little bit out to the side, you can use the weight of that elbow to actually kind of shift and adjust your weight. All right, so let's try that side one more time. Come to standing, arms up. Exhale down, Utkatasana, chair pose. Inhale. Exhale, draw the energy in, bring hands into heart center and twist. Inhale, expand. Exhale, come down, heel or hips towards heels and lift the heels up and plant your hands down. Inhale. Exhale, get tight, get small, rock forward. Take one or maybe both feet off the mat. Then take a breath in here and out. One more, inhale. And exhale, set it down. Come to standing, stand out wide, and we're gonna shake again. Shaking out the wrists, maybe they got a little bit irritated, a little grumpy. Roll out the ankles, shake out the toes. They had to stay so still. Shake out your shoulders. All right, let's get serious. Let's do it again. Feet together, arms up, Utkatasana, chair pose. Inhale. Exhale, sit down and back even more. Inhale. Exhale, hands together to heart center. Twist. Elbow outside of knee. Inhale. Exhale, drop heels down or hips down to heels. Plant your hands down onto the mat. So again, find that connection. From here, you can use a hand to set up the block if you'd like that goal. And then, you won't face plant if that is a fear for you. Inhale, start to lift your hips up, reach your chin away. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. More time, inhale. Exhale, come down from wherever you are. Come back up to standing. All right, this time we're going to do hula hoop. So feet out wide. Rotate those hips. You want to shake the hands because that felt good on your grumpy wrists. You can do that while you're doing hula hoop. Woo. Get a little goofy. All right. And then bring your feet back together. Arms up. Inhale. Exhale. Sit down into chair pose. Utkatasana. Inhale. And exhale. Bring your hands together to heart center. Inhale. Exhale. Twist, elbow outside of knee. Again, you can use your hand into that thigh to really deepen that twist. Press hands together. Exhale. Sit your hips down. Lift your heels up. Plant your hands. Fingertips forward. Start to lift your hips up. Inhale. Expand. Reach your chest forward. Exhale. Maybe lifting one foot or both feet off. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Come down. And this time we'll stay down. All right. Come back and sit on your heels. And if you want to, you can bring in a block and place that down so you have a little bit more room behind your knees. Breath in and out. And slide your legs over to the side. Bring your blocks in by your side and lower down. Pull your feet in so they're just behind your hips. And inhale, press up into Setu Bandhu Sarngasana, bridge pose. You can set your hips down on one block. If you'd like to do 2 blocks on the lowest height, that's just a little bit higher, but a pretty nice height. Bring your shoulder blades together. Let your knees draw in towards each other, and you can take your feet even a little bit wider so your knees kind of naturally knock in. Slow your breathing. You're letting the exhale, the contraction, the drawing of your energy in become more of your conscious breath, more elongated, in what you focus on. So that you can feel a weight of your hips down on the blocks, shoulders releasing and back of the head releasing onto the mat. And then heel toe your feet back in hip width distance apart. Bring your left knee up and then lift the left foot up. Now start to draw the right knee in, and if this feels uncomfortable for you, you can just alternate legs. But if this feels okay on your hips and your blocks are placed so they're supporting your hips and they're not hitting your low back, then you'll extend both feet up into the air for a supported bridge, or supported legs up the wall pose, rather. And if you didn't like both legs up, then you would just bring the left foot down and then do just the right side. Feeling your energy come back into you, into your body, into your breath. Letting all of those droplets of energy that you sprinkled throughout your day on different people, on different actions, on different thoughts, letting it come back into center so that there is a feeling of wholeness. And so that you feel that balance reestablished. And slowly drop your knees into your chest. Plant both feet down. Lift up gently enough so that you can slide props out, and then slowly set your spine back down on the mat. Hands moving to your hips. And then gently roll to one side, pressing yourself up to a comfortable seat. Bring hands together to heart center. Take an inhale and exhale. Switch the cross of your legs so you're doing the one that's not your natural first choice. And left and right side, balancing them out. Inhale, draw your thumbs up to third eye center. Be curious. Follow your bliss. Namaste.